Hello, everybody. It is April 7th, 2024, the day before the eclipse. Everybody ready for the big event? I think it's going to be cool. Hopefully, it doesn't reach the hype that everybody's talking about as far as chaos in the streets and panic up here in Vermont. We're in a small community up here, so I think everybody uses their heads, keeps their cool. Be careful. Checks it out, enjoys the event, whatever you want to call it. It's nature. It's cool. It's stuff with astronomy. You know, the moon's going in front of the sun. It's going to block it out for like 3.5 minutes or so. It's going to get light again. We're going to carry on with our lives and move on. Get ready for spring. Anyways, sugaring for us is done this year. I had some syrup in the canner that we boiled last middle of the week there when I took the day off. It was nice and cool enough outside to keep it going good. So we had some free time finally to get the rest of it canned, and it's going to be some nice dark stuff, hopefully, and real good flavor. So just thought I'd share this real quick, and this is kind of how we can. I can show you. I'm going to flip it around here, mug. This is our canner. It's a 16 by 16 filter canner. I might just keep this up here in case we have any spills or something. The filters are out of it right now. It's just pure dark syrup waiting to get canned. Underneath it, we have what you want to call like a, I can't remember, a steamer plate, what have you. It's got a little bit of water in here. The propane burner under here is boiling that, making it steam, heating the bottom of the syrup, and that's what brings it up to the temperature that we need. We're bottling in glass, so the recommended temperature for bottling in glass is 190 degrees, and that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to bottle our first gallon of the last boil of the year. Kind of start slow. We'll let the bottom fill up a little bit. And we can open it more. Not a big fan of this spigot here, whatever you want to call it, that fills the jugs. It tends to kind of spatter inside the jugs, makes a little bit of a foam. But once it gets near the top, it kind of goes away, the foam does. And we're going to fill it up all the way to this rim right here. And then we'll take it away. We'll cap it, put it on its side. Let it sit for a few minutes while we're filling the next jug up, and that'll sterilize the cap on top of it, and it helps it make that vacuum seal. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but oh. See how it kind of makes condensation in the glass. The glass is outside temperature, so it's what, upper 30s, low 40s right now, what have you, whatever. That's condensation. It's not going to hurt the syrup that's in there, when diluting it, watering it down, or what have you. This syrup's actually kind of thick. It's maybe a point and a half over what it should be as far as what they call, perfect density of the syrup. So when I put ours in glass, I should say, Tanya and I, I'd rather have it a little thick than too thin. If it's thick, it might cause some crystals in the bottom of the jar. Whatever, that's no big deal. But if you have it in there and it's too thin, you have a very big chance of it spoiling. It could go, rancid. It could ferment. It also could mold. So I don't know. I'd rather keep it on the thicker side. Whatever. Better safe than sorry on that way. You can alter it some. Some guys will mix a little bit of partially boiled sap in or what have you to thin it out some, but we usually don't. We'll stick it unless it's way out of whack. We'll try to fix it, but if it's close, see now our temp's going just a little bit high. So what I'll usually do is I'll cut that flame down just a little bit, and that'll chill it out. The water and the steam is going to keep it going. So takes a while to adjust the temp. If you go a little bit over or whatever, it's no big deal. We don't sell ours commercially. It might cause a little bit of haze. I bet you this stuff filtered super hard. Even sitting a couple days, I still had some syrup in the filters that was sitting there that never filtered through. So yeah, it's the tricky part because we got those little foamy bubbles. Probably little foamy bubbles too, because this syrup is thicker. Yeah, I might not be able to get it up to that ridge, but like I said, usually for our own personal use, so no big deal. Yep, it's gonna be a pain in my butt. Try to slide that back a little. You don't want to dally around too long too, and you let it get too much off that 190 in the bottle. I try to keep that temp, so I mean, we've never had an issue doing it this way though. We've had good luck. I only had maybe 1 or 2 bottles spoil, and I think it was because we lost a seal on a couple of them. Even then, it really didn't spoil. It just kind of got some mold on the top, and you can take and reboil that at home on your stove or what have you. Skim the scuzzy stuff off, refilter it, and it's good to go. So yeah, of course this one's not going to cooperate because that's what I'm filming. So I'm not going to mess around too much longer because I don't want that temperature to go off too much. Oop, oop, we're going to overflow. It's almost like pouring beer, you know, they pour beer off the casks into the I can't even remember what the heck they're called, them, the small jugs and stuff like that. They have the luxury, they can let it kind of foam over and stuff. We let this foam over, it's going to make a mess, be sticky. Plus we don't want to waste all the hard work we put into it. Whoop. I'm going to call that close enough. So, anyways, like I said, it's our own personal use. It's a little under a gallon. It's not going to hurt nothing. So, we just bring it over here. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Grab a cap. We're going to put that on there fairly hand tight. Oops, my hand's sticking. That's okay. Then we just lay it on its side. Make sure all that, there we go. Make sure the foam and stuff goes away so there's full contact with that hot syrup on the cap. That'll sterilize it. I'm going to go fill the next one. While that's filling, you know, the next one I bring over that's full, I'll tip this one up. We'll have the new one tipped over. And as they cool, they actually cause their own suction. You can see how this one was filled all the way up to the top because they didn't have issues with foam. But of course, liquid when it's hot, it expands. Liquid when it cools, it contracts. So as it contracts in the jug, it causes a vacuum seal to occur. So when you open these up, you'll hear that nice, you know, and that you know your syrup is good. Anyways, thought I would share a quick video on how we can. Hope you guys have a good day. Everybody up in Vermont, of course, we're in that path of totality where we are in the northern part of the area. So it's going to be pretty cool to see. So everybody be safe if you're out and about. Be patient, be kind. I know there's a lot of visitors. Some people aren't happy with it. It might congest traffic, but we'll take it as it comes. And, you know, just enjoy it. Go out, check it out. It's one of the wonders of nature. It doesn't happen very often. Probably won't happen again in our lifetime up here. So, you know, enjoy, be safe. And until next time, we'll see you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.